love it when you can hear me. I love this jam, bro. DJ Farm. Farm DJ. However you want to say it, he's the coolest DJ that we have, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Shando's right there, too.
You operate on a very high frequency.
That's correct. Good evening, disc golfers, and welcome to the 19th hole. I am your host, Eddie Wooters, and alongside me, as always, my homeboy, Mike Dunn.
Yeah.
What
Eddie.
to do, dog?
You know what? Little Colorado action. Hey, look at that. Little spring.
Yeah.
Little snow here in
Look.
Colorado.
There's a throwback right there, Mike.
But
Remember that?
That is a throwback.
That was
right
buck
there.
snort, man.
You got dreadlocks in that one or no?
No, I cut them off after that, just before this picture. This is us up at the Dietz's.
Oh, man, that was a great
Right
day.
after the blender blew up on the episode.
That was a great day.
Look, here's an old
There's
throwback.
Our homeboy right there.
Right before
Shout
you
out
left.
right now to our boy Scotty. Love
Scott
you, my
Serio,
man.
much love,
Hang in
man.
there.
Prayers and
Be
thoughts.
tough,
I love
bro.
you,
Be
dog.
tough.
You were getting ready to leave for Vegas in this picture.
I think I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's how I travel.
Yeah. Hey, look, big thank you to Farm DJ, our homeboy that made that intro music for us, Alex V. Big supporter of disc golf right now.
Every time I hear it, it's just jam.
Jam it up, man.
Right on. Hey, I hate to do this, but let's just get business out of the way. Eddie, please hit the subscribe button right now. Don't forget, we so appreciate it. It means
Absolutely.
a lot to us.
We're going to DDO. We're trying to get our build up. You know what I mean?
We're trying to take it up to the next level.
And look, if you're subscribed, you still have until Mike's episode, What's New with Mike. What's New with Mike? Tonight, we're going to announce the winner of that Fly Green Performance Hydra bag, which is a really cool bag.
Ship that out to you for free.
But you have to be subscribed to the show. We're going to do a random draw on a randomizer.
If you're going to subscribe, you might as well like it too, right?
And hit the bell, right? Because then you know when we're on.
Come on.
Done. We got a few things. We got Frizen down at Twisted Cedars. That's Johnny Oaken's place.
Oh, yeah.
Great course, up-and-coming course. He's drawing a lot of attention from Colorado people as well as New Mexico, Oklahoma. He's got a lot of people coming to this course.
Talk about that in a minute, but man, that is one wild course.
Rocky Mountain Am Championship, sponsored by the, I believe it was like the Rocky Mountain Soda Company or something like that, Mike. It was a big event that happened up there at Adams Hollow. The weather was,
we're going to talk about that too.
Jonesboro, we all know about Jonesboro.
I'm sure everyone's been watching, but we might as well give it a quick little shout out.
We'll talk about it a little bit. You know, the highlights have been thrown out there, but you know, the wind's always something to talk about.
I think one thing we got to talk about that got released on YouTube today is, our homeboy, our friend, our buddy, one of the local guys. Sorry about that. Somebody was pounding at the back door. Our boy Justin Workman.
Out of the gutter?
Out of the gutter, the worm himself.
Yeah, what's he doing,
he
Mike?
got a work permit, went over with his girlfriend to New Zealand.
He won somewhere, we won't say where.
Yeah, he went to New Zealand. No, he went to New Zealand. I already said it.
Yeah.
And, he decided, what the hell? I'll play in the national championships.
Why not?
And you know what? He won. He took
First
it home.
place.
Congratulations,
great showing.
Justin.
Absolutely.
We're proud of you, man. We watched that. We looped that here in the shop the entire day today. And just told the story over and over as customers were coming in because it got released on YouTube. Final round, New Zealand Nationals. Check it out. Yeah. Justin, the Worm Workman.
I have to quote one of Raymond Carr's friends, Johnny Graywolf from Kansas. Hair long, arm strong. That dude was rolling all weekend, man. Just crushing disc all weekend long. 550-foot holes, and this dude was parking them. So congratulations,
great
Workman.
Work.
Let's go right to On the Green.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful place to be when you're on the green here in Colorado. Let's talk first about, like I said, Frizen down at
right out of the
Cedars.
gate. Twisted Cedars.
They had
Trinidad, Colorado.
They had a little snow, Mike. So it kind of hindered. Plus, we had so many events going on this weekend. It was hard, everyone was spread out. But
it's in a unique location too.
It's a far drive down there to Johnny's place. There's no doubt.
You gotta pack your bags and.
Here's the biggest thing, man. 30 players, and 1/3 of those, 10 of them, were ladies.
I love it.
Now that's a number that you want to talk about.
Representing the ladies.
Absolutely.
Representing.
And, that's Brittany. I have to give her full credit for that. Brittany's always pulling in the ladies for her events. She's always doing special ladies player packs and special gifts for them. So kudos.
And I don't have it written down, gosh darn, but we should have done a quick shout out for the big ladies event coming up here that Brittany's part of. I know that's taking place.
Women Global, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that what that is over there? Yeah, Women's Global, yep. Where's that coming up?
Maybe we could get our researchers and producers to do a quick
May 8th.
Okay,
where's that going to be down at?
Yeah, May 8th.
At Adams Hollow, okay.
Adams Hollow.
Nice.
That's going to be awesome.
Women's Global,
and
man.
I guarantee that every woman that's playing in that event's going to walk away with at least a piece of fly green jewelry.
I bet they do. I bet they do. I have some insight on that, and I bet that all the ladies get something. Most of the players at this event, Mike, and this is what was interesting to me, because I called Raymond this morning. I was like, hey, brother, doing that early morning research, calling him up.
Yeah, like you do when you call me around 6:15.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Even if it's not Monday. Well, that's because we're bros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, but I did call Raymond. I said, hey, man, what was the biggest thing that you recognized from this event? And he said, honestly, Eddie, it was the new faces. Raymond and Brittany, they're not strangers to this game. They've been around. So when you have new faces come up that you don't really recognize, that's always exciting. And that's what Raymond said. Most of these faces that showed up for this event, they're new faces just coming into disc golf. So that's exciting for people like
I gotta tell you,
and I and
every
Raymond.
day somebody's coming in, Eddie, to the shop and they're saying, hey, I'm so excited. I got registered for my first tournament, and can you give me some information? And usually I recommend right out of the gate they get an updated version of the official rules of disc golf competition manual.
100%,
You're definitely going to need a mini marker. There's no question about
100%.
that. Otherwise, you just basically need to bring your bag. After that, the rest are your accessories and the what you feel is important to have in tournament play.
100%. So, Nick Nelson took this one down. Raymond told me he Nick narrowly beat Raymond out himself right at the end. So congratulations, Nick Nelson, on winning the Frizen Bowl down at Twisted
shout
Cedars.
outs to Nick.
We want to do a real quick shout out to Marcus Rawls, because he had an event this past Monday.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't hear me stutter. This event was on Monday.
This is the
How many players?
Monday getaway.
Right? At Ponderosa.
At Ponderosa. Marcus Rawls, like we talked about, 150 plus players on a Monday.
I
gotta tell you, once again, a couple guys came in the shop the following few days later and said, man, you know what? We were able to play in that because we work all weekend.
Yeah.
And then Marcus came in, told me the same thing.
Absolutely. I heard the same thing, Mike. People's hours have changed lately.
I think they
Whether
have.
it's due to COVID or whatever it is, just things are different now. And some people work all weekends, whether they're maybe bartenders or bar backs or restaurant workers. They don't get weekends off.
I got to throw a shout out, though. I heard he had 10 volunteers show up to help him with this tournament on a Monday. And really, you want to make a tournament go down, kick butt, you bring in 10,
This is how you
12,
do it.
15
right.
volunteers.
10 minimum, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, so we had 10 plus volunteers for this event. And as a tournament director, I would love to give Marcus a round of applause for getting that many volunteers on a Monday to come out and help him.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
I know all the staff in particular was there, all the staff at Ponderosa, so thank you to you guys at Ponderosa. That's amazing. Thank you for supporting Marcus, Dynamic Disc, and the disc golf community. Also, I know Aaron McKinney was out there for a few hours spotting. Thank you, Aaron McKinney. We also had Tim Krieger show up out there. So, it's just players in the disc golf community, whether
this
they're
community
new,
rules.
old, or, new players, old players, even if they're just staff of the facility. It just goes to show that this is the connection you need to have.
Yep.
And that means a lot. So,
hey, what about Adams Hollow? This weekend we had
it was snowy,
we
bro.
talked about it last week. We had the Rocky Mountain Amateur Championships, one of the events,
one of them,
an event, a qualifier for it.
Dude, this whole thing came down to putting and keeping grip. because it was wet, Mike. There was snow, there was wind. You really had to keep your focus on this event. You couldn't.
And a lot of things to take your focus away, obviously, with the lack of grip. Just trying to find your
100%.
disc alone in the snow.
And I mean, this was ran by
people
Team
were
Kyle.
cold too.
I'm gonna dub this. We should probably make disc Team Kyle, Team Kyle, Team
Kyle
Motti, Kyle Harrigan.
Yeah,
you guys
Kyle
are killing
Harrigan,
it right
Kyle
now.
Motti, bam, bam.
Insane. And
122 players,
boom.
and Jonah Carls took home first place.
Yeah, and Brett Sawyer took home first in the advanced ladies.
Shout out to
They
Brett.
shot well. For that weather, they shot really well. I'm proud of everyone that finished that round. 'Cause there were some players that just.
I mean,
it's
it's hard. I don't blame anybody. It was cold.
Your
it
fingers
was wet,
get cold. Your fingertips feel like they're
and
falling
you can get
off.
frustrated. People don't realize this sport is competitive. You can get frustrated pretty easy, and when you add the weather in to do it.
Yeah, and coming this weekend, we're just looking ahead real quick. I'm going to jump over the script, but St. Patty's Meltdown. We talked about that, a few episodes back, and everything had to be postponed because of the weather, Mike. This coming weekend, we have AM weekend at the Ultra course. Right.
Fort Collins.
This is a private course. You can't play it. It's not public. But John Booth did a great job. And I just want to give him big props again one more time. Advocating to the players, making things run smoothly, offering the buybacks on their player packs or their returns, refunds. He just done a great job, man.
And it's been a challenge too. It's
been a lot of fun. If you remember, this sold out in 3 minutes.
Yep.
So he expanded to a second course, and then tournament weekend. If you remember, the blizzard came in.
Yep.
So this whole event that's taken John months.
Mother Nature was trying to spoil it again this weekend. Truly.
Yeah. So we're gonna push it up. It's coming this weekend, the 24th, I believe. And 140 players. John Booth, like I said, Vinny's gonna be up there helping him out. I'm sure he'll have the whole NOCO staff. So congratulations, John, getting this thing put out there.
Yeah, people are looking forward to it, man. People are looking forward to it.
We get back from DDO.
Yep.
And boom, the 7th and the 9th of May.
What do you got, the 303?
303 Open.
Oh, man.
Right? And again, Team Harrigan, Team Motti, the Kyle brothers bringing it together, running another great event.
Kyle squared.
That was pretty good. No, you blew me for a minute.
Those boys, I swear, make the ultimate team. You can't put a better squad together. No offense, Eddie.
No offense taken. That's my ultimate dream team on tournament directors for sure.
And we might as well talk real quick before we move on to the next section. We do have DDO coming up. We are, Eddie, taking this package on the road, and we're going with a whole crew out.
We are.
Emporia, Kansas, and we're going to be there, but we're not going to be filming next Monday at 7. When are we filming?
No. All right, so we're actually, I think Dwight actually, and he's probably going to correct me as I'm talking behind the camera. Next Monday, we're not going to be filming, actually, because we're hopefully going to be on the road at that time. The time we would be filming, we'll be on the road. Throughout the week, I'd like Dwight to put together a nice collage, a nice compilation of our time in the studio from start to finish. Some pictures of our staff members who don't get to be shown back here, and we appreciate them. Time on the camera seems simple to me and Mike because we do it all the time, but that little bit of appreciation, we know that goes a long way, don't we, Mike?
Yeah, man.
So if we can get something put together while we're driving to Emporia next week that we can watch while Dwight's driving, it'd be great.
It'll be worth the wait, I promise you, because we're going to film live on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And then the whole week, hopefully, we're going to have so many amazing interviews.
Yeah, we're going to release.
Episodes.
I think, and I've been talking with Dwight, we're going to release these because we're going to do, one of our new segments is going to be Clubhouse Talk, Mike. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's going to be like at the country club in Emporia. We're going to do Clubhouse Talk with Greg Barsby. I'm not going to name drop everybody.
Right,
but
so we're actually going to get a club sandwich.
Yep.
And we're going to see
which
professional disc golfer can consume this the fastest.
Yeah, with house dressing, Clubhouse Talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much.
Doug's going to be on
if they want to take the challenge.
Trevor Harbaugh. I know we've got Joel Freeman and his new wife, and we're going to get some interviews. Kyle Giovannini. I'm not sure if you guys
I just
know.
love saying the name Giovannini.
It sounds gangster.
Yeah.
It really does. But no, Kyle's awesome disc golfer. Sponsored by Dynamic. He's a military guy. He's pushed it over in the military. He's played in several countries. He's a very good advocate for disc golf.
That's awesome.
And we're going to be live
with him. Thank you for what you do, man. We appreciate you.
100% support you, bro.
Let's keep moving, though. We got to keep this show going.
We need to cut to this commercial. We're putting this on for the Midwest Masters. Mr. John Roundhouse Letzo from iFling Plastic. Thank you for the commercial.
We'll be back in just a second.
Get it.
Let's do something a little more fun. How about disc golf training? Disc golf? I'm going to learn. Disc golf? I think he likes it.
Does this mean you're going to sign up for the Midwest Masters?
Oh, yes.
The long drive. That's the long drive with Eddie and Mike. We're going to talk about a long drive. I mean, it's not that far from here, really. I mean,
it's not that
Arkansas?
far.
It's not bad. But I'll tell you what. The long drives that these guys had to throw this weekend in Jonesboro, the wind was just ripping them up.
They had their big boy pants on.
Yeah,
Eddie.
I was watching this whole thing on Disc Golf Network from live from start to finish, and it came down to me to a couple things. You had to get off the tee pad, and you had to make the putts outside the circle, and there was one person that could do that all weekend long.
Hole after hole after hole.
The archer.
The man himself.
The archer.
Seriously.
Ricky Wysocki.
Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah. And you know what,
Congrats,
Calvin?
Ricky, by the way. Not
Wiki. Wiki Wysocki. Oh, you Wysocki.
Oh, welcome to the show. Sorry, that's totally impolite.
Look, Calvin's shooting really good disc golf right now. Calvin keeps showing up.
Yeah.
Right there in the top all the time.
And this was a battle at the end of this one, right to the end. This
it was.
Wasn't one of those blowouts.
To the back nine.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
to
but
the back nine.
this whole weekend I'm talking about,
Absolutely.
They battled it out to get to this point. Yes, Ricky kind of blew it out at the end, but our boy was in third place?
Eagle. I mean, on the front nine of the final round, Eagle went 6 birdies. Right?
It was so much fun.
But then
to
it
watch.
went to back nine, and it was just like Wysocki does
he got in the
things,
zone.
You know what I mean?
He got in the Saki zone.
And he went on a birdie streak. I was proud of him. I think he went 6 birdies on the back.
Ricky, sorry, but I think it's time I let you in on my secret idea. And if you see Ricky, you can share this with him because this is for Ricky. But you need to talk to a Japanese sake company, and you need to roll out the Ricky Wysocki.
That's a pretty good idea, Mike. You know what?
We got the jerky. We got the...
I don't know, Paul McBest Children Foundation. That
one's good too. I mean, no, that one's kick butt. Anyway, let's keep going, Eddie. Let's keep going because
you know what, Katrina Allen. It's always good to see her bring it back.
Yeah, and this woman, I tell you what, she's a
great
fighter.
player. Oh,
she's
100%.
a hardcore player. She knows the game. Katrina, we would so love having you on the show. So
we're gonna get her.
If you guys
DDO.
see her, please, we would love to have her. She's been in the shop and fly green, and honestly, I wasn't in the scene as much back then. I was still transitioning from toys into disc golf, so now I'm 100% disc golf. But I really didn't know the magnitude, and I
Yeah.
apologize, Katrina, now because
Yeah,
I did take you out to a steak dinner. We had fun, and I know you girls were on the road. Hopefully that was fun. So come back to town. We'll all do it again.
Boom. We'll see you at DDO, Katrina. We had Paige Pierce, obviously. She's fallen a few strokes back from her. I think she was 8 down, it looked like.
She had a couple
Well,
of
it's
tough
still Paige.
rounds.
She's still right there in the top, you know what I mean? And
Sarah
Sarah
Holcomb.
Holcomb, boom. And it was that wind again. The wind was making everything difficult right there.
Yeah, I mean, the game is really tough enough. If you add the competition level and the level of competition, but then when you add Mother Nature to it, it's a whole
100%.
different game because mentally, physically,
this
emotionally,
course
every
wasn't
step
easy.
of the game gets challenged differently. So
This course wasn't
kudos
easy,
to
Mike.
everybody.
This is Arkansas.
Yeah.
Things are greening up. There's leaves popping. The grass was thick, so it was catching disc. Some greens were catching disc. Some greens were letting...
Arkansas has some gorgeous courses. too.
Absolutely. You know what?
I mean, they have some
I'd love to
gorgeous
see.
courses.
I'd like to see a commercial from one of my favorite sponsors of all time for the show. There's a little small disc golf store in Centennial, Colorado. You probably heard of it. Can we see that commercial real quick?
Okay, now, so what about the Thunder? Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. My mom's got level 6 security clearance.
All right, gentlemen, what do you got for my new TV commercial?
All right, Mike, we're thinking lasers, fog machines, race cars, hey, even maybe a Bengal tiger.
Wait, what kind of commercial are you guys trying to make?
Child stars, former or current. Something British? Topographical maps?
Wait. Guys, hold on a sec. These commercials are supposed to be about Fly Green and all the discs we keep in stock. With over 20,000 discs from over 20 manufacturers, we bring in discs from all over the world.
Dinosaurs, thunder, military grade confetti?
We also need to mention over 500 bags that Fly Green keeps in stock from Discraft, Innova, MVP, Latitude 64, Fly Green Performance, Dynamic Discs, Grip, and what about all the Zukas, Rovics, and Rover carts?
Fly Green Murder Ball? What about heavy machinery?
What about the Fly Green Performance brand? We got socks, hats, shirts, shorts, straps, gear. We get just about everything you could imagine. We're gonna talk about that. Don't forget about our baskets, guys. We got small baskets, medium baskets, large baskets, travel baskets, tournament baskets, practice baskets.
All right, so we're on the same page.
I think we're on to something here. Just make sure we don't forget to give everybody our address, phone number, website address, and they gotta know our hours.
So, no lumberjack competitions?
What's
new with
Mike?
What's new with Mike? Mike, tell me what's new.
We'll work on producing that one.
No, I mean, well, Kanye called me last week
Man,
and
not
asked
too
me.
much, you know. I didn't sleep too good sorry.
What do we got?
Check it out just today. I mean, these are dope. So I got to give a shout out to Innova Disc Golf and Nova Disc Golf, depending upon what part of the country you're from.
Innova.
Just our new Fly Green stamp. Shoot over to it and we'll show it to you up close and tight. What one of these looks like. But they did a bunch of tie-dyes on them.
Look at that tie-dye right there, Mike.
I mean,
They were flashing.
shimmer star destroyers with
These
the
are
Fly
sexy,
Green logo.
bro.
And these are fun. They got the Colorado on it. The established 2009.
Here, you want to check one of these out, Director?
Yeah, man. So that's rad. We're super psyched, and I love working with Innova right now. They're banging them out for us. We must have 6 custom orders in. We've been getting custom orders every week from them with all kinds of new, exciting, fun stamps. And
So tell me real quick, Mike. I don't mean to interrupt, but tell me, because I know we've been talking over the past few weeks how hard it's been for you to get product in.
Yeah.
Is it picking up now?
yeah, well, we've run into multiple problems. First of all, the manufacturers ran into a problem where supply couldn't keep up with demand,
Right.
and that was problem number one. But now we're dealing with other problems, such as actually getting their hands on the plastics and polymers themselves. You know, it starts with a bead, a plastic bead, to make these discs. So certain blends.
Then you have to have the dye and the coloring and all
the
the
costs
stuff.
have
and then
gone
the foil.
up,
Yeah.
and trying to
But
get them.
is it getting easier?
No. I mean, I wish I could tell you it is. I'm a positive guy. It's challenging. What we've had to do is kind of remap how we do business. We want to maintain high qualities and high levels of disc. So there are ways to still maintain them, but you got to be different, unique, creative.
Well, there's a lot of stores coming into play right now, and most of them, as you know, are starting out as online stores.
Agreed, yeah.
And would you say that it's safer to be a brick and mortar because people can come in and feel that plastic?
Everybody's different. I mean, first of all, being brick and mortar takes on a lot of different challenges
100%.
and more overhead, employees, and
Yeah, I mean,
all
but
the
you
rent,
got the best
utilities
employees.
and bills and stuff. I'm just saying, versus an online business that you could hypothetically run out of your basement. So online's easier to get the doors opened. A lot of the manufacturers don't want to work with just an online customer.
Exactly.
They
That's the
require
problem
a
you
brick
face.
and mortar. So that forces you to do that, but that could be step 2 because there's plenty of distributors who will work with you. Dis Unlimited is a great example. I probably right now during all this, they might not be taking on new customers, but as soon as we get back to normal, you'll be able to get back to
but we
buying
know right
wholesale
now,
from,
Castoplast.
yeah,
they-
right, Life
no,
up in-
no new orders.
Exactly.
None. Like if you're not in with Castoplast, you're not getting in with them.
Exactly.
Right
And somebody like Discraft, there's no ordering with them. You just
Yeah.
kind of sign up, say ship us discs if you have them in stock. So you
Hey.
got to pay attention to who's shipping what's coming in, who's making what. And my bit of advice to other dealers and distributors and shops around Colorado and the country is get it while you can.
Absolutely.
Because if you say we'll get
Over-order.
some of those next week, most likely they're going to be gone, Eddie.
You told me
so-
today that you overorder.
Yep.
And that's what you have to do. You have to be in this game. You have to overorder. You have to have those discs because you might not get them again. But let's jump to something real quick. Last week, our producer, Dwight Venatucci, put a couple posts out. We're giving away a bag. Mike, tell us a little bit about this.
All right, this is one of our new Fly Green Performance line hydro bags.
All right, let's throw that up here. Can we get that thrown up here?
Nice. Look at that, out of nowhere. This is awesome. We're proud of this bag. It holds about 8 discs. It also comes with a Camelback.
So you got the hip huggers, right, for the backpack here.
Yeah, you got the full setup so you
And
can
then it
mount
comes
near in
across
this
the
thing,
chest.
basically enough to hold a little bit of gear. These have been awesome. What's awesome, even more awesome, is the guy who won tonight.
No, let's not tell him yet.
No, I'm just saying the guy who won tonight has already bought one.
And
of
he's
these
not
in
even
the
from
store.
Colorado. The guy's from
He was
Georgia.
here visiting.
He was visiting, came down just to eat my bear chili. All right, but we're not going to talk about that.
Right, but yeah, it's got the
bladder.
water
Okay.
bladder inside, the hose, everything
So
you need.
if he's watching right now, I hope he comments. You're from Georgia. You came to my house, had the best chili of your life, and it was made with bear meat. So without further ado, Mike, tell the viewers actually, how much does this bag retail?
Bag's $59.99 with the water bladder included.
Right? And it's got a straw, right?
It does have the straw,
It's got a
everything
straw.
you need. And you can get these at flygreendiscgolf.com. Or you can get them in the shop right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon
Even
enough they'll be
message
all
the
over the
19th
country
hole.
too.
You can message the 19th hole.
Absolutely.
Let us know
we
you
can
want
figure
one.
that out, I'm
We've
sure.
sold a lot of product for Mike through the show, and we want to continue to do that. So
And
if
I
you guys
appreciate
want
it.
one of these, $69.99
$59.99.
$59.99.
Eddie's trying to get a $10 cut for himself.
I was trying to get a Big
Smart
Mac.
man.
Mike, who won this bag?
You know what? This is awesome. Our boy. Okay, so we did a random draw. Number 17 was the number that came
Number
up.
17,
and
that's correct.
Frank Mead. So congratulations,
Frank Mead.
We're going to
What
have
up,
to
dog?
get your address information. Hopefully you can hook us up with
Is
it.
he
Just
watching?
shoot us a
Can
message.
you guys see?
Send us the address and we'll ship this right out to you.
Yeah. Congratulations, Frank. Now your wife's got one too. Don't let James take this from you. Tell him he's got to buy one. This one's for the wife.
And thank you guys, everybody, for the support. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for hitting the bell. All those things. If you haven't done it and you've been thinking about doing it,
Please do it.
do.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It only takes like 2 seconds to literally click the link that I know I've shared. So much you guys are getting sick and gagging on it. This guy shared it, and that's hard to say. That guy shared it. He's behind the camera. That gal has shared it. She's behind the umbrella. We've all shared it. do me a favor, guys. We're getting ready to go to DDO. We need those likes. We need to be noticed in the disc golf scene when we get there.
Heck yeah.
We're fresh to the scene. We want to come do it
and
right.
hopefully we're giving you guys some great information.
Absolutely.
You're enjoying the show, and we're putting on a performance for you every night.
Yeah.
That's all about disc golf.
Disc golf.
So you know what that means is, you know what time it is.
I think we should talk about, I don't know. You tell me. The community? Is that what you want? You want some community talk, Mike?
Community. Well,
all right.
I don't know who produced that, but man.
Dude.
All right. So, you know what? A new part of the community. We're doing a highlight, a staff member
Should we
highlight.
do it? Should we staff member
And
highlight right now?
I think it's a perfect time to do it.
All right, you guys have heard us talk about Fairly Creative. He's our digital guy. He's our graphics guy. He's our all-around.
Benjamin Fairley himself.
He gets things done, not only
Yeah.
for the show, but he works really exclusively with Fly Green.
Yeah,
All
he's
new
the head
logos.
designer at Fly Green
This guy's
Performance
amazing.
Wear.
He's not in-house tonight, which is why we took advantage of this segment. We wanted to throw up some pictures and embarrass him just a little bit, but that's my boy right there when he was young.
Genuinely a
Look at
great
him.
guy, kick-ass
Oh, wow.
disc golfer. If you guys ever
Absolutely.
need any
He's on
design work
vacation.
done,
Where'd he
any
go?
wrap work done,
He went to
anything
Portland?
done, Fairly Creative Designs can get it done for you. Yeah, I think he took his last week of his company-paid vacation from the 19th hole. Smart man, using it up before
Wow.
he loses it. Use
Yeah.
it or lose it. You
I
know
mean,
what
we're getting ready to go to DDO and then use the last week you have, so that's cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
So that
hopefully
means
Ben will
we
be
don't
back
have to
next
pay
week.
him. We don't have to pay him for
Thank God
coming
for
to
that.
DDO. That's what. Oh, nice.
You know,
Smart.
enough said. The guy is just a stand-up guy. We couldn't do the show without
No,
him, and we couldn't
not at all.
do Fly Green Performance without him either. So thank you, Ben.
Much
we
love,
you,
Ben
man.
Fairley. We love you, dog. Eric Cousins. That's Eric Cousins, Cousins. You guys try
We
to
must
find
be
him.
talking about the workday.
I am,
down at the
and you
Gorge.
guys need to go look him up on Facebook. There's a work day, Mike.
This is an
I want you to have
opportunity of
this.
a
Take
lifetime. This is this Saturday. I mean, we talked about it last week. We'll talk about it again tonight to refresh it and for everybody's mind. It's going to
Yeah.
be gorgeous out this weekend, but you're going to go down to the Gorge. You can go down to camp on Friday night.
The 23rd.
You're going to do a work day on Saturday, 9 to
24th.
5.
9 to 5. Dolly Parton sang it. It's that easy.
And then you'll have
working 9 to 5, baby.
And then you
What
have a
way
chance.
to make
You have a chance to
season
believe to
pass.
play golf again on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And more importantly, you're going to put in 1 day's worth of work,
From 9 to 5, I'll sing it again.
and you're going to get a year's membership.
I'm working 9 to 5.
I mean, that's too good to be true. So hopefully we're going to get 100 volunteers down there, and they're going to build like, I don't know, one of the mini golf
Yeah, Avery Jenkins was involved in this
windmill or
course.
something.
And he actually dubbed this course the Duke. You guys, if you watch the show religiously, you know why. It's because there's a corral.
That's right, where they
from-
filmed.
Yep, John Wayne movie was filmed there, and that original corral's there. So Avery Jenkins called
This is going to be an opportunity to
The
have
Duke.
so much fun. A full weekend of disc golf fun, hanging with
100%.
the homies, incredible weather, and a year's membership. So how do they get involved in this?
Reach out to Eric Cousins. If you can't find it for some reason, again, Mike and I are here. Reach out to the 19th hole, Throw Colorado, Fly Green, any of these avenues. You see them right there on the bottom of the screen. You've got iFling Plastic, 19th hole, Throw Colorado, and Fly Green. Reach out to one of us if you can't find Eric Cousins. I'm sure Eric's watching the show. If you are, sir, please comment. Throw down some information for these guys to get at you. But I know I've got two guys, Bradley Weber, Adam Weber. They're definitely interested. This is a great opportunity to have fun at a course that you can't play. So
Yeah, take advantage of
yeah.
it. So
Speaking
anyway,
of taking advantage, this past Sunday, Kimberly and I went down to represent Throw Colorado and Castle Rock at the Play It Again Sports.
I mean, taking advantage. You two are amazing. I swear to God, what you guys do for the disc golf community is so kick butt, Eddie. Seriously,
We're having fun, man.
I know you guys are, but you're also promoting the sport, and we're proud of it.
100%.
I'm proud to see you guys doing that.
Thanks,
I love
buddy.
you guys. So,
Yeah. Trying to keep up with you, man. You set the bar high.
We got a new gal, Hillary, down there at the Castle Rock Play It Again Sports, who's getting really into disc golf. She wants you guys to be part of this.
She's excited, man.
So
she's doing.
Exciting to see
she's
if you
buying
guys,
some baskets from you.
Yeah, if you guys are in Castle Rock, you need to get in, reach in and grab a quick disc or something. You can do that.
Right down on Wilcox, right next to the 7-Eleven. She's actually honoring the buyback program. So if there's any discs lost, I'm not going to drop much information on that. I'll just say that Kimberly and I are involved in something really, really special in Castle Rock, but I'm not going to give you anything more than that.
I guess we'll find out in future episodes.
Yeah,
more reason to
when
subscribe
we get back,
and more reason to follow us.
When we get back from DDO, I'll tell you more, but I can't tell you anything more than that right now, but just understand that I have been involved in a lot of stuff in disc golf.
But anyway, you guys had a great weekend.
This is big. It's big. We had a great weekend.
We had a great weekend.
Good turnout.
Tell me what you guys did.
We taught some Disc Golf 101, some Disc Golf 102. We had some experienced players there, so we talked about tournament rules and tournament play and just certain rules that go overlooked, which we're going to feed into that tonight because we're going to put a new aspect into the community episode tonight, Mike, and we're going to talk about this week's rule to remember.
Yeah, because I think it's time. It's a great chance just to take a quick
highlight
of a couple of the basics. And also, I think when you're done with that, I'm going to let you hit that up. I'm going to come back with just a little bit of etiquette each week. And we can talk about some kind of rules and then just general etiquette. So if you're watching this, hopefully this will help. So go ahead.
All right. So this is the first time we're doing this right now. We're doing this week's rule to remember from the 19th hole. This is rule number 802. .06.
802.06.
Marking the lie. Now, what your lie is when you throw your disc.
That's out of the official rules of
you have
disc
to
golf.
mark your lie. And we want to talk about this. The position of the disc. A player may mark the lie by placing the mini marker on the playing surface touching the front of the thrown disc in line of play. Now what that means is if you have a disc here, I'm going to make sure I can put this, you're good, I can see it. This is your throw, and the basket is me. Your mini can touch the front of it so that you pull your disc out and your mini falls down. Okay, there's very specific ways to mark this. This is not an acceptable way to play disc golf. You have to use a mini marker.
Can I do that on Fun Saturday round with friends?
I mean, if you want to become a tournament player, Mike, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because it's just bad habit. You know what I mean?
I think you're on point.
If you want to start playing tournaments.
Because you got to make it a habit of doing it because it's easy to forget.
Yeah, so here's
Perfect.
your lie.
Let's do this. So here we go. I'm going to throw my disc at you, Eddie. You're the basket. Whoa, it lands right here.
Right, so where can we see
lands
that?
Right here.
You're good. And I'm the basket. So what you want to do is take your marker and place it right on the edge of the front.
So when you place it, Eddie, it needs to be touching the disc?
You don't have to, but
can I place it here, Eddie?
No, you can't do that,
Why
Mike.
Why not?
Because this isn't Vegas, and you're not counting cards, Mike.
Okay, so it needs to at least be touching.
Just touch this, right?
How about this, Eddie? Does that work?
That works for me, but you know what I'm saying?
But you're saying a safe bet is to have it leaning on top of the disc, pull the disc away.
Back. That's right.
It's as simple as that. Better safe than sorry. You're giving up a 1/4 inch.
Absolutely. And Ben Fairley brought it to my attention that if you actually throw out of bounds, you can't pick that out of bounds disc up until you mark
your new shot, your new placement.
Until after you even throw it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the rules are changing. We just want to clarify things. Guys, when you step up to your marker, if that's your marker, you can't have your toes on this either, right? We're going to go over a lot of rules for the rest of the season. I think this is something that needs to be addressed.
This is great, but we're not gonna go on about it, but we just want to point it out. The other thing,
so you can look it up. You can look it up.
Absolutely.
That's rule number 80206. 80206
under the PDGA technical standards.
Right. You can find those all day.
And you know, one of the things that we're hearing a lot here in the shop, Eddie, is that there's a lot of new players out on the course, which is exciting and it's fun. But these players are learning and they're new and they don't always understand the rules of disc golf and the etiquette of disc golf. So I thought let's start highlighting a quick 30-second highlight about etiquette. And tonight we're going to talk about
what do you got?
Flow of play, Eddie. And
Talk
so
to me.
You're playing with a group of friends, and the four of you know what you're all doing. Everybody is actively going to their discs, picking them up, throwing, and moving at a very efficient rate.
Yep.
And as you catch up onto the group in front of you, who is a much slower group of four, might be enjoying a Friday and other things out on the course as well as their disc golf, and that group that's slow needs to be cognizant of the groups behind them.
Yeah, because you don't want to slow the play
as
down.
they catch up to them, what they want to do is you can either come to the tee box and just wait for them to play through, or throw your throws and then wait for them to play through.
Always.
But letting them get ahead of you, trust me, don't feel...
That's good disc golf. And
It's
casual
great
round type
etiquette,
stuff.
and you're not going to have a group sitting behind you just pushing you the rest of the round. They're going to go off on their way, and you'll be able to keep your play and do exactly what you're doing. So that's it, just a little disc golf etiquette 101.
Disc golf etiquette 101.
Rules 101. And
yeah, and that's great disc golf etiquette for casual round.
if you got an idea for either one of those that you see that happens in a tournament, or you see that happens in casual play, let us know so we can talk about it in weeks to come.
Yeah. And also, just real quick, if you guys want to see pictures of Dwight Venatucci on the show, let us know. He's very camera shy, and he won't let me get pictures. So if you guys want those, I need at least 5 comments on tonight's show.
Or if you have any pictures of him you'd like to share with us from like
Boom!
third grade,
Oh,
even
no,
better,
you did not. Yes.
Please.
Yes, you did it.
Yes.
You did it.
You can send those to
Any picture that you guys have. Your mother's watching?
Well, thank Mom. Please help us out here, Mom. Get out
Mama
that yearbook.
Venatucci, will you do me a favor, please? The 19th hole, what do we...
The 19th hole at gmail.com.
Yep, the 19th hole with Eddie at Mike at gmail.com. If you can get me the most embarrassing baby photo, I promise you that Mike and I will put up our pictures as babies if you send me one of
that seems fair enough.
That's fair. All right, guys, look.
Man, this show went by fast.
It did, and I just want to give a quick shout out real quick. End of the show. It's our outro. Again, guys, we're not going to shoot a live show next week because the staff has a big undertaking. We're going to DDO. We've been invited for a few years, Mike, and we did it this year.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie, you and I got a big dinner with Dynamic Disc.
A lot of teamwork. It couldn't be done without Dwight Venatucci, Kimberly Colvin, and Ben Fairley. You guys,
I tell you what,
you guys are killing it.
And we
for
can't
us.
do it without you guys, because if nobody watches this show, there's no
100%.
point in doing it. Some of these episodes are getting up to 2,000 views throughout the week. I think we're coming close to episode number 40. We need to count these up, but we should have a big shebang for episode number 40. 40 episodes, and we were wrong. We've been saying 3 years. Sorry, this is actually 4 years. I had something come up on my Facebook recently that said, here's a memory from 4 years ago, and it was episode 1 of you and I feel like you were dressed up in a suit and tie, and I
probably was, Mike.
But anyway, 4 years we've been filming this show, man, and I love you, brother. And I couldn't do the show without you, but we couldn't do it without our fans 100%. And our guests and all the people that take part, our whole crew. And so next week is exciting. And
next week we're going to talk DDO. It's probably going to be a bunch of collages. We might do some live videos while we're driving across the country. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to Fly Green Disc Golf Store. These guys right up here, Fly Green. Love you guys. Mike Dunn, you're an amazing dog. Ben Fairley, Dwight Venatucci, Kimberly Colvin, I Fling Plastic, my homeboy over there, John. Alex V for the music, Throw Colorado, and we got Shando going on the outro. So can we just get some Shando music?
I guess it's time for a little